Welcome to the guide to the Canon 6D camera. The battery goes in the bottom of the camera. Open the cap, and you can insert the battery. To remove the battery, make sure your camera is first turned off. Then, move the plastic lock slightly to the side, the battery will pop out. The SD storage of the camera is at the right side, with a card open identifier on the SD card cap. With the battery and SD card checked, remove the lens cover and turn the camera on with the button on the top left. Select your mode with the top left dial. Turn the dial while holding down the lock release button at the center of the dial. A stands for auto mode. P for program exposure mode. TV for timer value or shutter speed. AB for aperture value. M for manual. B for bulb mode. C1 and C2 for custom mode. CA for creative automatic mode. And SCN for scene mode. These two are automatic modes with preset settings. We prefer manual mode for its most freedom of control. But you could use any other mode for experiments. You can see the image through the lens on the top small window. But if you do not see anything on the screen, press the Start/Stop button once and you will have the real-time feedback from the screen. To zoom, turn the zoom ring, the ring closer to your body, on the lens with your fingers. To focus, you can use automatic focus mode or manual focus mode. To do manual focusing, slide the button to MF on the camera lens. Then, you could turn the focus ring, the ring closer to the front, on the lens with your fingers. To do automatic focusing, slide the button to AF on the camera lens. Then, you will see a white box on the screen if you are in one-shot focus mode, which is the default option. Press the navigation button around the set button to change the position of your focus area. Press the Q button to access Quick Control Panel. It has some quick setting options in it, such as the white balance. Press the Info button to show or hide information of your shooting. Press the Menu button to access detailed camera settings. The LCD panel on the top right of your camera will also show the detail information of your shooting. There are two dials on your camera to control the setting, the main dial on the top and the quick control dial at the lower right. In manual mode, the default control will be the main dial for controlling shutter speed and the quick control dial for controlling the aperture value. Press the button above the LCD panel and then turn the dial to change the corresponding settings of autofocus, drive mode, ISO value and metering mode. To shoot an image, press the shutter button halfway and the camera will autofocus or do nothing in manual focus mode. Continue pressing the button down will finish the take of the image. To access the image taken, press the play button and you will be able to navigate the images. To delete any image, press the trash bin button and confirm. To shoot a video, turn the live view shooting, movie shooting switch to movie. And then press the start/stop button to start and stop the movie. Lastly, let's introduce some of the terms. ISO. ISO controls the camera sensitivity to light. Higher ISO is good for darker situations. If ISO is too high, your picture will look grainy. In general, keep ISO as low as possible and below 3200. Aperture. Aperture controls how large the hole in the lens is to allow light through. A lower f-stop will allow more light in. Shutter speed. Shutter speed controls how fast the shutter opens and closes to expose the sensor to light. Recorded in fractions of a second. Exposure. Exposure is affected by the strength of light of your environment, the amount of light controlled by your aperture value, the amount of time of light intake controlled by your shutter speed, the sensitivity to light controlled by your ISO value. Usually, we want to keep the exposure to 0, as in normal exposure. That's the guide to the Canon 6D camera. Please see more detailed guide as to how to control the image composition and its detailed setting of your shooting. Thank you.